from notorious criminals to unexpected heroes. Watch the bad guys' thrilling heist as they discover the power of redemption. So let's dive into the story and enjoy. Mr. Wolf and Mr. Snake are peacefully eating at a local restaurant. After paying the bill, they go outside to the streets and the people start to scream in fear. Wolf and Snake calmly enter a nearby bank and boom, they've robbed it. It turns out that they are members of the infamous group of thieves known as the Bad Guys. Wolf is the mastermind, the planner of their heist, and Snake is an expert at lock-picking. The police are in hot pursuit, but Wolf's driving skills are unmatched. As they reach the main road, the traffic lights are all red, but no worries. Ms. Tarantula, an expert programmer nicknamed Webbs, turns all the traffic signals green, creating a smooth path for the bad guys. The police get close, but they are trapped at a construction site by Mr. Shark, another member of the gang, famous for his disguises. He even stole the Mona Lisa while disguised as the Mona Lisa. Their final member is Piranha, a small but fierce combat expert. Together, they form the most feared criminal gang of their time. People don't even dare to stand near them. Wolf stops the car right in front of the police station, confident that they won't be caught. Chief Misty Luggins is fiercely on their tail. Police cars surrounded the bad guys, but Wolf has a plan. He turns the car and drives it over the stairs and escapes. Afterwards, they take shelter in their secret hideout. It is full of cash and jewelries. Then, they gather around the table and make a toast because it's their friend Snake's birthday. Wolf sits down and turns the TV on to see themselves on the news. The reporter introduces the new governor, Diane Foxington, who surprisingly isn't afraid of the bad guys. Instead, she pities them, calling them reckless and foolish. Wolf gets triggered and decides to show the governor what they're really capable of. The Best Citizen Award, called the Golden Dolphin, is going to be awarded to Professor Marmalade, who helped the citizens when a meteorite hits the city. Many criminals have tried to steal the Golden Dolphin, but they failed. It's the perfect opportunity for the bad guys to prove their potential. They disguise themselves as ordinary citizens and infiltrates the gala. The Golden Dolphin is protected by triple security. First, the door that opens only by using Misty's identity card, and the next door that can only be unlocked using the governor's eye scan. And finally, the layers of movement detectors inside. Wolf proceeds with the plan by distracting the governor into a conversation. She doesn't recognize him as the thief, and the wolf sneaks away her ring. They start talking about the art as the governor really seems to admire it. She believes that even the trash can be recycled into something beautiful. Then the wolf asks for a selfie so he can use the picture for the eye scanner later. Misty has brought a huge security team and spreads it all around the hall. But the bad guys are well prepared. Piranha swims through the water pipes, and Snake sneaks through the airway. Webbs uses a security guard and enters the control room. She hacks into the system and can access all the cameras and security devices. Wolf intentionally bumps into Misty and steals her ID. On his way down, he tries to steal a purse, but unintentionally saves the old lady from tripping down. The lady feels deeply grateful and appreciates Wolf's kindness. It's the first time in his life that someone thanked him for being good. Momentarily, he enjoys the feeling, but quickly returns to the mission. Piranha is dressed as a waiter and escorts Wolf to the security room. After defeating the guards, they open the eye scanner lock using the selfie. Snake arrives, and Piranha holds him as Wolf is about to seize the Golden Dolphin. They were just an inch away from success when suddenly a bunch of guns appears. It turns out that the award is being protected by a fourth security made of motion-sensing guns. Webbs needs a few minutes to disable the guns, but they don't have time. The governor has already presented her speech, and soon the award will be given to Professor Marmalade. Webbs is struggling with the hacking process as Misty reaches the control room. Meanwhile, Piranha loses control and releases a gas that suffocates Webbs. Luckily, she still succeeds in her task, and Wolf takes away the award. All the guests are panicking while the bad guys are making their way out of the party. To calm everyone down, Professor Marmalade takes the mic and lets everyone know that he doesn't care about the award. He just likes being good because when you are good, you are loved. These words trigger an unknown feeling of Wolf. His tail begins to wiggle and draws everyone's attention. They have been caught red-handed, and this time, there's no escape. The bad guys were being taken to the police van, but Wolf thought of a plan. He requests a moment to talk to Professor Marmalade. Wolf makes an innocent face and asks for a second chance. He also wants to be a good guy and just needs a little guidance. Marmalade's heart melts down and he's ready to experiment and turn the bad guys into good guys. The governor is skeptical, but then Wolf reminds her of what she said about recycling the trash. She agrees and keeps the Golden Dolphin in a safe place till the experiment is complete. The gang is shocked at what Wolf just did, but they feel relieved after knowing that it was just an act. They will act as good guys till the gala, and afterwards, they will steal the Golden Dolphin again. The next day, they arrive at Marmalade's mansion. a luxurious estate with a replica of the meteorite at the center. Professor Marmalade believes everyone has the flower of goodness in them, which is waiting to bloom. He starts the training with a small task of sharing food. Snake is not good at sharing at all. He eats the whole popsicle by himself. This makes Shark angry, and he swallows Snake. Marmalade is looking at this sight in fear. Then he tries another task of helping an elderly citizen cross the road, but the bad guys fail miserably. Then, they attempt to save a kitten, but they scare it away instead. Professor Marmalade runs out of ideas and asks the guys what they are good at. And of course, it's robbery and stealing. Marmalade asks the bad guys to free the guinea pigs that are captured for a science experiment. Knowing that there are so many pigs, it makes Snake's mouth water. He volunteers to help as much as possible. Shark disguises as the guard's father and distracts him. Meanwhile, Wolf and Snake sneak inside the building. Snake can't control himself and swallows all the guinea pigs. Wolf gets frustrated and squeezes the pigs out of Snake. Suddenly, the exit gate opens and the whole media sees the bad guys treating the pigs roughly. This incident gets in the newspaper in no time. The governor angrily rushes to the mansion and asks Professor Marmalade to stop the experiment immediately. Wolf follows her to the gate and request her to understand them. The odds are against them. Even if they get nice, no one is going to trust them ever. The governor advises Wolf not to worry about others' opinions. He should strive to be good for his own sake and take advantage of this opportunity because not everyone gets a second chance. Her words gradually soften Wolf's heart. Later that night, he gently speaks to the little kitten stuck on the tree. The kitten jumps into his arms and starts to cuddle, and Wolf begins to enjoy the feeling of being liked by someone. As he gets down, the rest of the gang waits for an explanation. Before anyone can speak, Professor Marmalade shows everyone the video he just recorded. The social media went on fire after seeing Wolf save the kitten. Marmalade pulls Wolf aside and tells him about his potential to become good. However, he warns Wolf that if he truly intends to change, he will eventually have to leave his friends. After getting in bed, Snake asks Wolf to keep them informed about his plans. If he ever decides to change, he must let the gang know beforehand. While on their way to the gala event, Wolf explains the entire plan to his teammates. This time, the golden dolphin is displayed on stage, secured with a code that is kept in a suitcase handcuffed to Misty. Upon arrival, Shark will grab a replica, while Snake retrieves the code. Webbs will hack the system, and when Wolf gets on stage, he will turn off the lights. At that moment, the real award will be swapped with the fake one. Before anyone realizes what's happened, the bad guys will be long gone. As they step out of the car, the crowd starts cheering for them. This is something the bad guys never expected. They have become everyone's heroes. Snake attempts to steal the password, but his tail gets stuck in the case. Instead of the wine glass, Misty accidentally lifts Snake. To distract her, Piranha gets on the stage and starts singing. Shark and Webb handle the instruments and everyone starts dancing to the beats. Snake finally frees himself and steals the code. Meanwhile, the governor asked Wolf for a dance, and they start moving to the rhythm. The party picks up the vibe, and people begin to generously donate to charity. While everyone is distracted by the music, the bad guys continue working on their plan. Wolf enjoys the dance, but when he gets closer to the governor, she asks how he feels about being loved. Wolf looks around and wiggles his tail. He loves this change. Wolf hands over the ring he stole and takes the governor to the stage. The song ends, and it's time to present the award to Professor Marmalade. Wolf steps forward to thank everyone for giving the bad guys a chance. His hand hovers over the button, but he changes his mind. He no longer wants to steal the golden dolphin and personally hands the award to Professor Marmalade. Suddenly, the lights go out and the meteorite is stolen. Naturally, all the blame falls on the bad guys. Knowing that no one will believe them, they don't bother explaining and try to flee. As they run, Wolf marks a location on a map and hands it to the governor. The police surround the bad guys from all sides, and they are arrested once again. They plead their innocence, but no one trusts them. Professor Marmalade requests a quick word with them before they are taken away. After closing the door of the van, Marmalade reveals his true identity. He's the one who stole the meteorite. Marmalade had disguised himself as the old lady to awaken the goodness in Wolf's heart. All this time, he had been using the bad guys so that when he steals the meteorite, everyone would suspect them instead of him. However, the governor already had suspicions about Marmalade. She goes to the place Wolf told her about, which turns out to be their hideout where they kept all their money. Meanwhile, the bad guys are taken to the central jail. Snake starts blaming Wolf for everything that happened, accusing him of betraying them by not sharing his feelings. Wolf can't hold back any longer and starts fighting with Snake. Suddenly, a ninja breaks into the jail. She's an expert fighter and knocks off all the officers in prisons. She removes her mask to reveal herself. It's the governor. She's also known as Crimson Paw, who stole the Zumpango diamond 3 times without leaving a trace of her identity. More cops arrive, but Crimson Paw throws smoke bombs and escapes with the bad guys. She wants to stop Marmalade, but she can't do it alone. Wolf offers to help, but the rest of the team doesn't agree. Snake grew up being a scary monster. The first person he ever trusted was Wolf, and he betrayed him. The team walks away, leaving Wolf behind with the governor. Meanwhile, Marmalade has taken the meteorite to his headquarters and started using it to control the guinea pigs all over the city. But the governor is ready to stop him. She takes Wolf to her secret hideout where she keeps her high-quality advanced weapons. They use maps to track Marmalade's activity and discover he is using the guinea pigs to steal charity buses. The governor and Wolf jump into a car and head out on their mission. Meanwhile, the rest of the gang returns to their hideout only to find it empty. All that remains is a popsicle. Snake gives it to Shark, showing he has learned to prioritize others' needs over his own. The other members are also experiencing similar feelings and are loving it. However, Snake is not ready to accept this change and runs away. On the other side, the governor and Wolf sneak into Marmalade's place but are immediately caught. Marmalade had anticipated their plan because Snake had joined forces with him. Wolf feels completely broken seeing his friend on the wrong side. Marmalade leaves and gives signal to his men to kill his enemies. But this is not the end. Shark, Webs, and Piranha arrive just in time to save their friends and drive away with the meteorite. The guinea pigs are still under Marmalade's control. Webs suggests taking control of the buses using technology, but she needs the right devices. The governor has it covered. She pulls out dozen controlling capsules and gets on her foldable motorbike. She drives like a pro, and she sticks the capsules on the buses. Shark and Piranha help her. Now, Webs can control the buses and guide them back to where they belong. The next thing they need to do is hand over the meteorite to the police. But there's one thing missing. Wolf can't do it while leaving his friend behind. He drives back to get Snake, who is with Marmalade in a helicopter. Marmalade summons all the guinea pigs, and they follow Wolf's car like a tsunami, but Wolf refuses to give up. The evil Marmalade decides to blackmail Wolf by throwing Snake out of the helicopter. As the car heads toward a broken bridge, Wolf decides to jump, but they can't make it to the other side. While falling, the bad guys confess how much they love and care for each other. Wolf smirks and takes out his grapple gun. They are saved, but Misty is waiting to arrest them. The governor tries to take the blame on herself, but Wolf doesn't let her. They may not have taken the meteorite, but they have committed many crimes in the past, and it's time to take responsibility. Marmalade comes down with the meteorite and pretends to be the hero who brought it back. But wait, it's not the real one. Snake was never on Marmalade's side. He just pretended to be so he could steal the meteorite and destroy it. Marmalade stands in shock, his mouth open, and accidentally drops the Zimpango diamond he took from the governor. Misty mistakes him as the Crimson Paw and arrests him too. Though the bad guys are in jail for now, they have learned a valuable lesson that will help them have a bright future.